So I did the video a while ago on why we're not part of the ICC. It's because we don't agree to be held accountable. And part of that is we think we are the police of the world. And so we have never agreed to be under subject of the ICC. And just looking at the list of possible reasons why you could be summoned to the ICC, can we join it ourselves, like different states? Article 6, the crime of genocide as acts committed with intent to destroy in part or in whole a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group. There are 5 such acts which constitute crimes of genocide: killing members of a group, causing serious bodily harm or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. Article 7, crimes against humanity. Crimes against humanity is acts committed as part of a widespread or systemic attack directed against any civilian population. Murder, extermination, enslavement, deportation, or forcible transfer of population. Imprisonment or severe deprivation of physical liberty. Torture, rape, sexual slavery, enforced prostitution, forced pregnancy, enforced sterilization, sexual violence, persecution, enforced disappearance of persons. Apartheid, other inhumane acts. War crimes could definitely be applied to anything they're doing in Guantanamo Bay. Article 8. It's international or non-international. The most serious crimes constitute either grave breaches of the Geneva Conventions of 1949 and its protocols. In total, there are 74 war crimes listed in Article 8. 11 constitute grave breaches of the Geneva Conventions: willful killing, torture, inhumane treatment, biological experiments, willfully causing great suffering, destruction and appropriation of property, compelling service in hostile forces, denying a fair trial, unlawful deportation and transfer, unlawful confinement, taking hostages. 7 crimes constitute serious violations of Article 3, common to the Geneva Conventions: murder, mutilation, cruel treatment, torture, outrages upon personal dignity, taking hostages, sentencing or execution, due process. Crimes of aggression, invasion or attack by armed forces against territory. That wouldn't be at all what we're planning for Gaza. Military occupation of territory, annexation of territory, bombardment against territory, use of weapons against territory, blockade of ports or coasts, attack on the sea or air forces of marine or air fleets, the use of armed forces which are within the territory, allowing the territory to be used by another state to perpetuate an act of aggression against a third state, sending armed bands, groups, irregulars, and mercenaries to carry out acts of armed force. We're doing all of those things on the regular, and we don't want to be held accountable. We don't want to be held accountable because we're the world's police. We're tough. We got it. We're the good people. What? Since when is anybody above being held accountable for their actions? Since when do we get to pride ourselves on being the highest of the high and sinking to the lowest of the low? This started out as a standard after the 1930s situation in a certain European country. with a certain man of mustache favoritism. It's, yeah. If we were held accountable to the International Criminal Court, probably several hundred people in the United States would probably